Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. How's everyone doing? I am suffering right now. I have a headache. Specifically, I've had a migraine all day. It's only letting up a little bit now. Uh, Technically, I had it ever since like last night. And it didn't get better at all until now. It's this stupid rain we're getting. Yeah, I apologize for my attitude during the Mega Man stream yesterday. I was hungry. I could feel the headache coming on. Shouldn't have streamed. I'm going to redo Mega Man for the next time I stream during the week. Start from scratch because I don't like how I portrayed that game. I didn't give it a fair chance. But, we'll get to that when I get to that. I have not done much today. Just gotten groceries and just kind of lounged. Did a little bit of cleaning, not too much. Did I do anything else? No. I did get Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid, the board game I play. They are doing a Kickstarter for their final expansion. And so as part of the Kickstarter, you could unlock a 40% coupon. And I use that because they're going out, they're basically not printing the game anymore after this. So I went and just bought all the stuff I did not own. That way I could acquire it all. The only thing I don't own now are like the Dice Tower and the Zord miniature. And I'm like, I'll get it if it's still there in a month or so. But like, it's not important. I have all the expansions. That's the important thing. And they're all sitting in my foyer. And so I've got to sleeve all those cards, take all the models out, all the tiles, and put them with my assortment of collections and stuff like that. That'll be a task to do tomorrow and throughout the week. But talk Shadowrun, which is what we're finally playing. I've mentioned this game, I don't know how many times ever since I restarted streaming last month. Not last month, last year. I mentioned it so many times. I think even before that too, like going back and like even like the Kingdom Hearts playthroughs and stuff like that, the God of War. I think I would not stop and shut up about it. And so like to really drive home how much I like this series, give me 1 second to just, well, actually no, hold on. Maybe I can do it this way. Webcam. Configure video. Oh, that's the brightness, dumbass. Camera control. There we go. Zoom. So, as you can see, Fidget first. Those books, that pile of books, that's everything I own that's Shadowrun. So let's go through it real quick. First up, we have this book, which is Into the Shadows, which is a collection of short stories for Shadowrun, one of which leads right into the what is it, Secrets of Power trilogy. The first book, Never Deal with a Dragon. It contains the first few chapters from this, and I've read through this, and I'm sort of reading through this on my off time. I even have the audiobook and PDF in case. So here, let me actually switch this around. These are old books and stuff like that from like back in the day. I've got this collection off eBay. It's not all of them because there's like well over 50 some novels. But let's go through some of these. So this is the sequel to Never Deal with a Dragon. This is Choose Your Enemies Carefully. Then we've got the third book in the series, which is Find Your Own Truth. We've got Who Hunts the Hunter, Ragnarok, Steel Rain, Praying for Keeps, and 2XS. So those are just some of like the novels I own of Shadowrun, the physical version. Now, mind you, they've done sales where like the PDFs of certain books have been on sale, and guess what? I do own those as well. On to the main thing. Sorry for having my butt in your face. These books are the tabletop RPG rulebooks and module. I have one module, which is Harlequin, which is one of the standard first edition modules and stuff like that, which has I think it's like first or second edition. It has a lot of story impact for the ongoing arc of Shadowrun. And so I own a reprint of Shadowrun first edition. You can see here it's actually pretty thin by like modern TTRPG book standards. Actually, it's not even that thin compared to like some of the 5th edition books I own. This is second edition. This is a used copy of second edition I found online. Then we've got third edition. This is a reprint. This one's 4th edition, I think. Yes, Shadowrun 4th edition. You can see, like, I'm not zooming in, but like the covers and everything like that are pretty standard. And this bulky boy is 5th edition. You can see here, this is probably one of the biggest. And then in 6th edition, they slimmed it down a little bit. And then here we've got one of the rules light systems, which is Shadowrun Anarchy. Its expansion, which is Shadowrun Anarchy Chicago Wars. Last but not least, we have the other module I own, which is Harlequin Returns, which is the sequel to the aforementioned Harlequin. They're heavy. So yeah, those are that's like the stuff I own of Shadowrun. Let me zoom back in. Bam. Oh, come on. We're zoomed in too far. So talk Shadowrun for a bit before we start the game. Shadowrun is a kind of sci-fi fantasy. I don't know why I'm like spacing at a word. Kind of world. So where you have elements of things like the Matrix. You have magic. So you have dragons. You have cyborgs. You have cyberware, bioware, genetic augmentation. The best way to like describe it is you've got the different races from like Lord of the Rings. You've got elements of like Blade Runner, Matrix, I'd say urban fantasy such as like Dresden Files, but more so along the lines of like street level magic and stuff like that. Less elements of Dresden Files, which I do like Dresden Files, mind you. I am listening to those audiobooks as well. But like the whole premise of Shadowrun, for those unaware, is basically it follows our timeline up to a certain point, and at one point in the world, magic came back into existence. People started to be born as like elves and dwarves, and then there was something which I believe is sudden, like, forget the exact term. There's like surge, there's urge, which is like unexplained genetic expression and stuff like that. That's where people started to turn into like trolls and orcs. People were able to do magic. The internet crashed. It's just a bunch of cobbled together ideas that I really like. Again, I love sci-fi, I love fantasy, and so meshing them together really works. I really recommend the lore. There's a good lore podcast for those interested on YouTube and other platforms by Critical Hits, who do some live play, not live, well, they do live plays, but they do actual plays of Shadowrun. The first season was in, I believe, a homebrew version of third, and I think their latest season's in Anarchy. But yeah, I love Shadowrun. I really do, and I want to get more people into Shadowrun. I am planning on. It's like I already have 2 people confirmed for a campaign. I need to confirm with the 2 others that were interested. But I'd like to run it for others. And then like with the novels and stuff like that, I really would love to actually discuss the novels with more people. And if it means like getting them into it, I have the PDFs, I have the audiobooks. I would love to do a kind of just like a book club for the Shadowrun novels. I think that would be fun. Just like learning more about the lore and the characters and stuff like that that fill the world, and getting people interested in it. I think that'd be fun. And if anybody would ever be interested, let me know. But I digress. I'm gonna move these off my desk real quick just in case Fidget were to jump up. Let me move this away from my water bottle just in case. I'm you know, a little paranoid. These are older books, so I don't want to get them wet. So let's go ahead and hop right into the game. Okay. Let me double check. Let me switch the category. Shadowrun returns, yes. And then we're gonna switch to that one. Yep. Okay. So we're gonna do Dead Man Switch on normal. I've done this before, but we're gonna just continue. We'll just treat it as if it's my first playthrough because it's been like over a decade. We're gonna play a female. I want to play. Okay, I'm gonna play as. Let's see here. Humans were the only race on Earth until the Awakening in 2012. Now they find themselves the definition of average or even normal. They're still the most populous race in the world and thus control many of the most powerful, moneyed, and important positions in society. All humans have a +3 karma to start the game. Karma is basically your experience, which you use to purchase talents and stuff like that, skills. And they have like flat stats across the board for maximums. Elves. Many people consider elves to be the most fortunate metahumans. They are more attractive and socially accepted than the other metahuman races, taller than humans, but have a more slender build. Their hair is usually thicker, longer, and more luxurious than average, and their ears come to a point. Standard elf fare. All elves have an innate +1 to charisma, and if you look at their maximum stats, you can see that they have a higher quickness and charisma maximum. Dwarves are the shortest of metahuman races, although their torsos and shoulders are wider than their size would indicate. Thus their strength is equal to and sometimes greater than the larger races. They have a +1 to willpower and basically a higher maximum for body, strength, willpower. Orcs are the fastest breeding race and now are second only to humans in world population. Their size leads to an intimidating silhouette and a body that can take more physical damage than the average. They have pointed ears and intimidating teeth or tusks. They have an innate +1 to body, a higher body maximum, strength maximum, and then a lower charisma and intelligence maximum. Trolls are the largest metahuman race. Heavy prejudice against them has led people to assume trolls have lower intelligence, but in reality there is no proof to this. Trolls have pointed ears, intimidating teeth or tusks, and many have horn-like growths that other metahumans do not manifest. They have an innate +1 to body and strength, the best body you can have, the best strength, and then lower quickness, charisma, and intelligence. Now, I will say that, like, I believe this has been negated in, like, later editions, the maximums and stuff like that. It's more like the starting maximums that they can have that it's lower, I think, now. And then also trolls in, I think, Shadowrun, they are the most well-read because, like, they were outcasts and stuff like that. They wound up, like, creating communes and having a lot of literature that they read. I believe that's what I read. So we're gonna choose I'm gonna choose Orc. And I want to play something. I'm gonna play the physical adept. Because normally I play like a human or elf, decker or mage. But well, let's actually go back through these classes. I say classes because there are no classes in Shadowrun. That's the unique thing. It's archetypes. So basically, you would normally choose like a starting archetype, but nothing is stopping you from really being able to branch out into the other stuff. Except I think like in the system and stuff like that, you can't really awaken later on. You can, sort of, but it's awakening is like what the keyword for being a mage and stuff like that. So street samurai are freelance operatives who follow a code of street honor. They're learned in the ways of traditional samurai warrior and in the practice of modern combat. Some sell their skills for profit, while others work to take out the dishonorable scum that seem to breed in the urban sprawl. These are your standard fighters, barbarians, and stuff like that. They are going to focus on either melee combat or even ranged combat. Normally in the game, like in the TTRPG, you're going to see street samurai being heavily chromed up, which is basically keyword for having augmentations like cyberware or bioware to enhance their prowess to keep them in the fight longer, as opposed to like mages and stuff like that. Mages specialize in the casting spells, though that doesn't mean they can't use physical weapons at all. Their spells cover a wide range of magical effects, from offensive damage to attacks to character augmentation and degradation spells, to healing spells. Mages don't want to be augmented for the most part, because being augmented relies on your essence stat, which you have a limited amount of, and the lower essence you have, the more it affects your magic in a negative way. Deckers use a cyber deck to jack into the Matrix, the worldwide information grid and computer network. By projecting their minds into the electronic world, Deckers can find secrets others keep hidden away. They use programs and expert systems to fight off the protections that mega corporations place in their way. Deckers are your hackers. Normally in Shadowrun, in the earlier editions, they had to physically be able to jack into electronics. Although post, I think, 4th edition, they the Matrix is all around. Basically, the Matrix is wireless, and they can kind of wirelessly connect, albeit there is noise, which represents things like firewalls, distance to the target, and stuff like that. Shamans believe that their magic comes from a totem spirit that guides their life path. Their relationship allows them to summon spirits and command them to do their bidding. Shamans have the ability to conjure spells that mages cannot. Now, this is interesting in that earlier editions of Shadowrun make shamans and mages distinct. Shamans were more about summoning spirits and having them longer in their services, whereas mages could summon spirits, but they would be they would only be there for a short time. Mages were your spellcasters and shamans were your summoners, and shamans have to follow a totem spirit, like it says, things like the dragon slayer, the rat, the raven, etc. Now, later editions of Shadowrun, I can't remember which one that introduced it, has basically universal magic theory that like all types of magic actually stem from the same source, and so they've kind of melded them together, and there's less of a difference. Rigger. Riggers use specialized cybertech to control small robot-like vehicles called drones with their minds. They can use this ability to provide surveillance, support, and extra firepower when required. In this game, riggers are really only used for drones, but in the tabletop, riggers are also useful for being like the getaway driver, because basically you can rig into a vehicle and control it with your mind, which allows for faster response time and stuff like that. I will say, rigger, you know, it sounds like a slur, I'm not gonna lie. Everyone I talk to about it's like, yeah, so here's the basic archetypes, and they're like, hold on, what did you just say? And I'm like, yeah, I know. You gotta be careful with it. So it's like drone controller, you know. Physical adept. Adepts are magically active characters who focus their magic internally, seeking to reach their utmost potential physically, mentally, and spiritually. As adepts unlock new abilities, they become honed physical machines using their magic to enhance their close combat abilities. They are your monk, plain and simple. They are able to basically use chi casting and basically empower their strength physically. And so that's what we're going to play as. And so I'm going to choose a portrait for, let's see here. Which one do I like? Wish I had more portraits, to be honest. We're gonna go with this one. So, a measure of your physical resilience. So obviously we start with 5 body, and you can see here basically how you level up skills and stuff like that. You pay karma. So you can see I have 5 available karma, but to level it up to 6, I need 6 karma. And so let's see here. Strength, I could level up strength, but we got chi casting, which can equip healing hands and dragon lines visible if not yet unlocked. I could equip magic resistance. So we'll go ahead and bump up 1 for spell casting. I think that will be good. I'm just gonna double check. All right, so I want to basically bump up to have a new etiquette. Etiquette will basically allow me to have unique dialogue options. So I'm thinking of like the premise for this character being an orc, being an adept. We're gonna say that she actually comes from a, let me think. We're gonna say that she comes from a security background. So that she was a former security guard, but got sent to the shadows and stuff like that. Now, I'm not gonna go, obviously I don't need to go for conjuring or spirit summoning or anything like that because I'm not able to really do that. I mean, I could, but I don't want to focus on that. So we're gonna focus on close combat. Basically, this will, the 2-hit as well as, ooh. We'll bump up my unarmed. First name, we're gonna go with, her name is Lynn. Last name, I'm gonna go with Orc Generator. Orc name generator, Shadowrun. Shadowrun names. Hold on. Orc last generator. This is for Shadowrun. I don't like, or not Shadowrun, that's for Warhammer. Lynn. Go with just go with last name, fantasy generator. Fantasy surname. I don't like. God damn, these are horrible. These are horrible names and stuff like that. We got like Boulder Burrow. I don't want fantasy last names. Anything else? Okay. Let's go with fictional. Fantasy last name generator. Dark. Generate. Anything? So if I do sci-fi, okay, we'll go with Blair. Last name Blair. And then this is Lynn Blair. And street name, we'll go with, okay, hold on. I gotta think of a street name and stuff like that. Let me look up one of the, 72 Demon Lords, Shadow. I'm gonna look up one of the random Demon Lords from the Ars Goetia because I, you know, demonology and stuff like that. So we're gonna go with, ooh. Aerith? No. Astaroth Folklore. Pepper. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see here. Dark. Pearls. Rom? Yes, Rame. We'll go with Rame. Alright, so my shadow name will be Rame. Your apartment, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's got four walls, a roof, and isn't on fire. Even the cockroaches have fled in search of better accommodations. Not exactly a runner's dream pad, but right now, it's about all you have left. Running the shadows is all about feast or famine. One day, you're Nova Hot, working jobs that allow you to eat at 5-star restaurants. The next, well, you're here. This one's a famine for the ages. Slagging Fixer hasn't called. The money's run out, and then some. Sinless and free. Free to starve in the cracks of society run by megacorps who just want your union. Something needs to change, and soon. Union is money. Megacorps are like the people who own the world and stuff like that. Alright, so we got a slip of paper with your bank balance, enough to cover you through the end of the week. View your list of contacts. Carter Detroit, Fixer, no response to messages. Dowd, Runner, dead. Dalton Nash, Fixer missing since February. New Larry, Runner, dead. Sam Watts, Runner, probably in a gutter somewhere. Sangoma, Runner, dead. Halfjack, Dealer, retired or dead. The list goes on, all of their dead ends are just plain dead. It's empty, nothing to do. Put down your notebook. Your computer, state of the art in 2050, broken since 2051. The screen leaps to life, making you squint against its brightness. The face on the screen is laughing. Sam Watts. Hey, buddy. Hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. He giggles. He's drunk again. Or worse. Where have you been, Sam? I haven't heard from you in months. Don't bother. With your side of the conversation, I'm not really here. Just one reason for this vid. Someone finally geeked me. I'm dead. I probably had it coming. When you're an unsavory character like myself, you tend to associate with other unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory businesses. Like you, for example. So why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. I wonder where you are right now. I bet you hit a big payday, and you're living high on the hog somewhere. Some of us are born winners, and some of us are me. Hey, you remember that Renraku run when things went to hell and we lost Dowd? Or that makeshift saloon on the docks afterward? I really had your back that night, didn't I? Dowd, that's a name you haven't heard in a long time. Doodly-doo, 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 doodly-doo. Okay. Sangoma and New Larry. Sangoma is an urban shaman who proved her worth during a run against Fuchi last fall. He's the quiet type, an experienced runner. We're on the open here, Rain. Fixer roses for the run and for Dowd. You're cool. You've been running with New Larry for about 6 months now. He's a combat mage with a bad tattoo, and a bad attitude. He knew Dowd almost as well as you did. Dowd. Never saw anybody die like that before. Idiot. I hate this fragging city, Rain. It's wet, and the rain feels like acid. I want out of here. I get it. Now take a pill and relax. Sure, Rain. Sure. Whatever you say. I don't know, Rain. Sam is a good guy and can hold his own in a fight. He's been hitting the bottle pretty good lately. We're on a run so far, but he needs watching. That run went sideways. 9 ways to Sunday. Now the fixer is late? Yeah. Smell funny to you? Hell yeah, it smells funny. Look where he set the meeting. This was supposed to be a public place. What the dreck, Sam? We both know why Dowd went down, and it wasn't the fixer or some other paranoid chip dream of yours. I've been waiting for this all night. New Larry has something he wants to say, don't you, Larry? Go ahead. Spill it. You were sloppy. Sloppy. You think I was sloppy? You've been twitchy all day, son. Look at your hands. They're shaking. You been drinking, Sam? Wanna run? No. Not a drop. Not today. Not ever. We were set up. He knows it. Don't you, Larry? What was that call you made before we hit Renraku? How come you couldn't geek that guy before he unloaded on Dowd? I've seen you fling a lightning bolt, son. He should have been burnt toast before his gun cleared the holster. Okay, I can see where this is going. You chummers are damaged. I'm out. How much did they pay to sell you? Pay you to sell us out, Larry? Honestly, it didn't take much. Just enough to get him back to Portland and set up with a Cush Corp job. I'm out of this racket. We've got incoming. Looks like my new Renraku friends are finally here. We're gonna take that hard drive off your corpse, buddy. Buy your drink after this? You'll owe me some. Alright. Alright, so Larry just betrayed us. God damn it, Larry. Alright, so let's see here. This is a tactical based game. Welcome to combat. To move your character. Yeah, I'm aware. You're now in turn-based comic. Okay. So let's see here. Okay, I've got a machete. Okay, so if I were to move right here. Yeah. And then if I were to do select skill. Select a target using, yes. Punch target. Yep. 4 damage. Oh shit, I just realized I'd used the wrong character to attack him. Oh well, because this is me we're talking about. So if I went right here, ah shit. Okay, so if I went right here. Okay, so first up, we gotta kill Larry. Sam? Yes, we'll go ahead and shoot at Larry. 2 attacks with less chance for critical may hit adjacent characters, no. Yep. And we'll go again. Fire at Larry. Yep. Your team can consist of multiple people in our summons, each of which has their own AP and skills. You can use... Okay. So, we want to move my character. We're going to move Raim over here. Which will be 1. Okay, on the... Yes. Damage, 7. Ooh, nice. Sam, let's go ahead and move you into position over... Ooh, what's that? I'm gonna move Sam right over here because I want to have him pick that up. We're gonna have. Okay, so basically increases the friendly target's AP by 1 for 2 rounds. We'll give that to me. And then we'll move you into cover over here. God damn it, I didn't want to move myself. Fuck, I'm stupid. Okay. Okay, so we'll do that. And then we'll do another attack. And then... what is... The power of the bear heals all friends within 3 of the damage from the most recent attack. We'll go ahead and use that. And then have her... move here. Sam is going to go over here to pick this up. Awesome. I'll take that. And then move back into cover. Okay, so they've got more enemies coming. We're gonna move myself over here. And then we're gonna go ahead and attack him. Sam, Sam will go over here, protect himself from that, and then... Oh, that's a risk of hitting myself, though. We'll go ahead and do the one that we have 80% on. Yeah, that works. Sangoma... Single target, 1 bullet, increases that. Yeah, that'll... There we go. There we go. Ooh. Ooh, 11 damage. Damn. This is bad. They have a shaman. Yeah, well... No, this one. Ah, fuck me. Okay. We could heal, yes. What is... let me double check here. Impassive, unarmed, damage increased by 4. Active, unarmed damage increased by a further 4 rounds. Okay. We will do that. And then... punch right through. Sam... Let's fire at Renraku's security, try to get them down. Okay. The less enemies we have to... Sometimes, instead of healing, the best thing you can do is... Ooh, someone's... is just focus on offense. You know what? How do I... Okay, how do I summon spirit? There we go. Summoned a water spirit. Mind you, doesn't have as much AP right now, but will be pretty helpful. All right, so I'm gonna move here. Dead. Sam needs to reload. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then... Okay, missed. We'll just give it 2 AP. And that was a 3% chance of escape, or 4% chance of escape, and it escaped? You fucking kidding me? Excuse me, sorry, but, it's time for you to die. Yes. That was a hell of a thing. You don't look so good, Sam. You were born for this gig, Raim. Me? Not so much. I think I'm gonna hang it up. I don't know, this brothel somewhere. Stay drunk until I croak. What about you? I'll find a safe house out of town. Lay low. Rocco has a long memory. I do too. I don't forget my friends. He stared at Sam's face when we were calmly. Take off the memory. Take off the memory. I got back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who would care if I die? Who would give a rat's ass? Better or worse, your name is at the top of the list. Maybe it's the only name on that list. I set up a dead man switch to send you this call. I had 100,000 New Yen insurance policy. Payable when you find who creased me. Alive with a conviction or in a body bag with justification. Either works. Contact my law firm. Rogers, Mingert, and McKay when the job is done. They'll know what to do. Chat. The camera swivels to show a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. Pursuant to Mr. Watt's wishes, Rogers, Mingert, and McCain has installed a secure, dedicated phone line so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin a verification process. Note that you must also be on a secure landline to access this number. We will not accept the transmissions from comlinks or other devices. Look, Ray, I've led a direct life, and I've probably left a direct corpse. I've hurt people. Hurt myself. I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I sucked air for a while. I'd say I traded a drinking buddy for a paycheck. Hope you just said yes. I got a locator chip slotted in my head these days. When my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you find me. See you on the slab. Rest in peace, Sam. In Seattle. Your plane hits the sea-tacked tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in the cramped back seat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of the Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts. Whether from the living or the dead, if you're hurting bad enough for New Yen, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing the Baron has to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watt's body has ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the smell of death and bleach. Like Ichigo Kurosaki bleach or oh no, other bleach. I'm in the back. Smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh of industrial grade antiseptic. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf, whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job a little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade." As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. Sorry, didn't expect any visitors at this hour. And some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, ma'am? Are you the coroner? I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here. Yeah, that makes me this franchise area's coroner too. And you are? Raim. I represent a man named Sam Watts, and I'm here to look into his murder. Interesting. A dead man makes for a strange client. What makes you think he's here? He had a locator chip embedded in his skull. Followed it here. Ah, I see. But you're right, he's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet. Though the press haven't caught wind of it yet. What with it being all the way out here in the Barrens. So he told you he was dead. Digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent a recorded message asking me to bring him his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch. Oof, a dead man switch, huh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here. Right here? He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown. Ripper, huh? I guess the classics never got out of style. Not my title. That's what the Seattle press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalp. This one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. But why did the Ripper take from Sam? Watt's liver was cleanly cut out. What else? The first victim's heart was missing, and the third had the spleen removed. Tragedy! Get out of here! Take that. Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet, his face an ashen white, for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest, there's a small pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him, and took it. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Look at the business card. Moving things around, you can make out that it's a card from a place called the Seamstress Una. There is something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it illegible. It's a standard, cheap, unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. Right now. 300 is added to my account. It's Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing and the blood has thoroughly soaked it. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. You can only see part of the note, given the torn off bits and bloodstains. Sam, I feel terrible that we have been long. To say I'm sorry. See you there. Love, Jessica. Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of central casting. If you ignore the tusks, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow, you can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. This new Ripper. What? Name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? So you insisted at the time. Well, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. This Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. Killer stunts the target with a combination of drugs and magic. It removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed, with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalp. Has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy, too. So I'm looking for a whacked-up surgeon? Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. You know, damn help, Wolf. Who the hell are you? I'm nobody who didn't hear nothing. That's right. If you ever do hear something, I'll knock you right over your head. Dresden, get me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion. You always make friends that easily? I'm great at dinner parties too. Be straight with me. You really gonna work for the dead man? Sam was there when I needed him. Don't return the favor. Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 million a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. You've honor after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. What can I do to help you? Who paying to hold its leash? I don't know, but someone with some major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career. And wallet. What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mother? The official report is that she committed suicide about a year ago. Sounds like you disagreed with the findings. My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some... I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there were some unusual bruises on her upper arms. And she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. What are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of new yen, but individual organs, not worth as much anymore. Well, with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days. Organ grinders only deals in the recently deceased. There's plenty of other shops that are just picky though, and they don't care where the bodies come from either. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them during the first year of medical school, as do coroners, but neither profession uses them as such anymore. It's possible some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. Have you heard of the Seamstress Union? It's a nearby club in the Barrens that attracts lowlifes. You'd probably like it. Me, I'm not really the going out type. Always too much to be done around here. The dead are just easier to get along with. I think to one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Oh, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful? Okay, I'll go do that. Oh, okay, so I can buy medkits and stuff like that. That's cool. So we got right here, interact. The cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. Yeah, the thing about Shadowrun is it uses European units. Me and my Freedom Unit brain don't comprehend, so I gotta, let me just, 21 Celsius to Fahrenheit. All right, so I'm gonna just like, I'm gonna go with like, assuming like 64 is my assumption. 69. Okay. You know, 5 degrees off, but cold storage drawer opens to reveal the fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest. In addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen, the body seems to be in a very good condition. Whoa, easy there. I don't like that voice I just did for him. That hurts. In one quick move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. I told John to wake me up. Nope, not that voice either. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet. You were just sleeping in a freezer. A freezer for dead people. Don't tell me you haven't considered it. Cheaper than a coffin hotel. The service is just as good. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I notice you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. You aren't after me then, what's your story? I'm looking into the death of Sam Watts. The coroner seems to think you can help me out. Damn, glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then, over at the Union. Decent enough guy. Always in trouble over something or other, though. God, is this, lady cool? Yeah, she's on the level. Working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help her out. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. All right. Name's Jake, and you are? Call me Rain. Nice to meet you. It sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right. I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night. Night of the murder. Night of the murder. Poor guy. He was hanging at the Seamstress Union that night. Tripped out and rowdy. I'd been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Miss Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, and so I did. Down in the alley, some gangers got the jump on me. Maybe I need some soy cap after all. John, did you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. What's wrong with this intestine? Thanks, Sean. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat court bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. Yeah, gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off my head. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw of him. We turned up here dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last stay in this place. You've done this before? It's a long story, and I end up in the morgue more often than the average guy. So Jake here is actually the protagonist from the first Shadowrun games for, I think, the SNES or the Genesis. I can't remember which protagonist he's from, but he was actually the playable character in one of the original Shadowrun games way back when. And it's interesting because he was a mage, a shaman to be specific, but now he's like chromed up, teched, and everything like that, which normally burns out your connection to magic. Yeah, Jake here's a regular. Should have started a rewards card. Jake, a few more visits and you'd get a free night stay. I'll hold you to that, John. Anyway, they found Sam's body less than a block away from the Union, missing liver and all. Tell you what, you look like you can handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup at settle a score with those Halloweeners out there. The leader's got the whole gang searching the barrens for me. I need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I'll take you to the place Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets alone at night, trust me. And maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What do you say? I do like a bit of street justice every now and then. Alright, count me in. Great, I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with those Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangers. But this stretch of the Barrens is their turf. I'm surprised you made it to the morgue in one piece without packing some heat. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. Do you need a weapon? Let's go with no guns for me. Melee is my game. Ooh, the baseball bat. Alright, I've got a suited baseball bat, but you look like you can handle yourself. Let's go ahead and... Just a minute, tell me some more. Well, there's some of them nastier gangs in town. Their symbol is a flaming jack-o'-lantern, but you wouldn't like their version of trick-or-treating very much. Around here, they're led by a troll named John Paul. He's got all the Halloweeners in the Barrens looking for me. We take him out, maybe I can breathe easier. If you're buying. Hey, I've already provided the party favors. We can leave whenever you're ready. Alright, so we're gonna go... CEO James Telestrian III to announce new Seattle Research Division. Sources say press conference tonight at 6 PST.
James Telestrian III. Oh man. CEO, we're not gonna run into him at all.
Run in the Seattle sprawl, and sooner or later you'll find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. It doesn't matter your business, the Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog eat dog slum, add a dash of tourist trap, and you've got a recipe for mean as hell. You leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind and entering the anarchy and desperation of the streets. Jake stops a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He exhales with an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tell him he's home. My stash is just around the corner, in the alley. Is the bus stop here?
You looking for a date? Orcs are my favorite.
Alright, open the safe with Jake's mag card. With a smooth hiss, the safe opens to reveal a collection of gear that is a perfect match for your skills. Alright, automatic killing hands. Oh, goddamn. Already. All right, so let's see here. I want to double check here. Unarmed damage increased by a further 6 for 4 rounds. Nope. We're gonna just go ahead and do this. And then I'm going to... This guy's... Yeah, he's getting punched. Jake, as a mage, let's go ahead and just... Okay. And then we'll go ahead and switch over to... that. And we'll go ahead and... I can't attack, so we're gonna just make sure that I'm over here. Jake should be able to... Yep. Welcome to the Barrens. Guess I'll need to find a new spot to hide my gear. So I shouldn't invest in real estate around here. Only by the hour. Hey, you seen where I stay at night? Oh, you got some gear. Let's go deal with those Halloweeners. Alright. Worried man. Excuse me, ma'am. I don't know you, but you look like you can handle yourself in a fight, and, we need some help. What's your problem? Some thugs are shaking down the market we've set up here. It's, been getting worse lately. I don't think we can afford to pay them anymore. No one will stand up to them, and Lone Star isn't about to get involved. How many of them are there, and how much are you paying? I think there's only 2 of them right now. I can't talk about price, but, Miss James will surely reward you fairly. Oh, my current client is pretty patient. Where are they? Yeah, just, keep heading north. You'll see it at the end of the street. Sarah? Hey, not that it's my business, but I wouldn't go that way. Nice to meet you, too. Hey, just figured I'd give you the heads up. Those Halloweeners are stirring up trouble again. They rode in this morning on those fancy bikes. Set up camp in the old street market. They've been marching up and down the street all day, shaking down anyone that wanders past. Good to know. We're gonna head north. Commerce is like a weed, taking root in the cracks and crevices of the world wherever it can. A small street market has flourished here amidst the crumbling buildings of the Redmond Barrens. Look, mate, just pay up. We barely have anything left. Let's go ahead and do a save. Safety save. Hey. Thug attempts to use his bulk and hideous breath to intimidate the shopkeeper. The old woman is holding firm, but you can see the thug's patience fading fast. He looks like he's about to start breaking things. Who the hell are you? I heard about you. Why don't you piss off? You're an all waiter. Why don't you buzz off? Business. Nothing you is gonna get me paid. I knew you were looking to call static. Dash. What's this lady? You're fragging dead. Okay. And you know what? I don't even need to use killing hands on. We're just gonna pop, pop. Jake. You know what? Let's go ahead and we're just gonna go ahead and focus on one target, because if we can kill one, then we can kill the other. Oh, there's 2 targets. This. Okay. Elder 2, and then Mage Thug. Okay. Okay. And then pop. Speak with the bullied merchant. Cannot thank you enough. I hate to see such bloodshed, but those men would not take no for an answer. We simply want to make our way in the world. Yeah, I'll take that million. I'm 48 million. Fuck it. Sure, why not? Watch out for those gangsters. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. All right, so let's see here. Hey, ass wipes. Take another step forward and we're gonna plant you right there. This is Halloween property now. This is one of the two that got away. If I hadn't missed my shot, I already forget what voice I gave Jake. If I hadn't missed my shot, these idiots would have given up and moved on by now. Wait a minute. You're rolling with Jake? Bad idea, chummer. Halloweeners are collecting that bounty, and killing you might be a nice bonus. Okay, yeah, you guys just come to your death. That's fine. Pop, pop. We'll go ahead and use Killing Hands on you. And once more. Jake, we're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and fry this guy. Bam. Awesome. We got one more person and they just walked right to me. What an idiot. You're dead, Jake. Dead. This ends now, asshole. John Paul. And okay, so he's in cover, so that's oh no. We're gonna go ahead and just do this just in case. Killing Hands, damage plus 10. Oh, Uncle, I was just playing with you. Welcome to the rest of Halloweeners, Jake. All it even, yeah. What you think, Jake? Hey, I'm already at shoot on the sight stats for these guys. Yeah, John Paul means one less wiener to shoot me in the back while I'm buying smokes. They'll be doing the same to you as soon as there's a profit in it. Yeah, you're right. Let's finish this. Oh, shit. Drek does mean shit. Like things have gone to Drek means things have gone to shit. All right, so let's see what do we got over here. Dan the Donut Man. Smell of fried food, powdered sugar, and slightly burned soy calf is almost enough to overpower the dusty sewage stench of Redmond streets. The troll working the stand is covered in the food stains older than he is. What can I get you, chummer? See the murder in the alley across the way? Oh, when did it happen? Well, hey, it's the Barons. Back alley killings, nothing new around here. The only reason the cops are making a big deal about the rip business is that some of the victims are real people, you know? Folks with sins. Like a jelly donut. Enjoy. What can you tell me about the Barons? Barons? Yeah, if you have to ask, you probably shouldn't be out here. This stretch we're on is called Tourist filled up. I suppose the closest thing around here to respectable. You muggings, and you might even survive drinking the water if you're lucky. Wouldn't recommend it though. Behind me, it's a street seamstress union. You want drinks, drugs, favors, or information around here? Union should support. Oh, that place is the reason I'm in business. Folks get their munchies when they party. Escobado owns the joint. She's quality. A woman? Hey. Thanks, Dad. Bobby? Hey, chummer. Got some tasty morsels for you. Guess what every well-dressed Shadowrunner should have in hers back pocket? Don't like that. Ooh, right. Combat stem that increases body plus 2. Ooh. We'll buy some stuff. Okay. Sounds of laughter and music emanate from within, but you should finish your investigation first. Dwarf merchant is packing up her stand for the night. I'm closed. Come back tomorrow. Got a great view of that alley across the street. Don't suppose you saw that murder happen there. Sure, I was closing up when I heard a series of explosions from behind the Union. A couple seconds later, this guy comes out, runs across the street. Didn't get a good look at him. Then all the lights in the alley exploded all of a sudden. Things got pretty quiet after that. And thank you for your time. No problem. All right, so alley behind the Seamstress Union. Okay, so we got over here. Oh, hold on a minute. Lone Star isn't above collecting on a corp-issued bounty. And the one on my head isn't going away anytime soon. Sorry, friend. I think this is where our paths diverge. Thanks again for your help with the Halloweeners. Here's your payment. They don't take Nuyen where I'm going. And you look like you could use funds. You're gonna want to stick around? I could use the backup. Sorry, chummer, not my style. You seem like you can take care of yourself. One more thing. When you're done checking out your pal's crime scene, hop into the Seamstress Union. It's just down the street. You need gear, information, or just a damn stiff drink? That's the place to be. Best dive this side of Chicago. I used that place as a base of operation for years back in the day. Make the right friends there, and I'm sure you'll get to the bottom of this ripper business. Well, nice knowing you. William. The bright yellow police tape cuts through the darkness, directing your eyes to the white chalk outline and dark red stain marking the slab of pavement where Sam Watts died. Standing at the entrance to the alley is a Lone Star officer. The cop looks cold, hungry, and irritated at the homeless man who's currently pestering him. I keep telling you, I need to get my stuff from the alley or I'm gonna die in the cold tonight. And I've been trying to explain to you that this is an official Lone Star investigation. I can't let anyone in there. I got rights. Look, you sinless garbage. I got a job to do. I need a new blanket or I'll find a reason to use my stun baton. Typical. I hate all you pigs. Now what? We're gonna do long night, eh? You look cold, so I picked up a donut and some soy calf for you. Hey, thanks. You know, when my dad was a cop, this was back when cops actually worked for the government. He said folks would buy him coffee all the time, but I ain't seen it until now. What can I do for you? I'm actually working for the dead man to help find his killer. Can I come into the alley and look around a bit? The client is a chalk line? That's messed up, woman, but I respect it, okay? Don't mess anything up. Now that anyone will likely notice because of forensic thing coming back. Alright, William. The streets have not been kind to this man, but they've also hardened him. The man is clearly a survivor, though one wrestling with their own side of age and arthritis. I saw you over there with that rat bastard cop. What do you want? Know anything about the murder that took place here? You a copper working for some kind of corp? No. I'm unless you are. Mind answering a few questions? Makes you think I'm sinless. Just messing with you. Of course I'm sinless. System ID, number my ass. What kind of questions you got? It sounds like you live in this alley? For the last couple months I've been sleeping out here. I spend my days out doing odd jobs with street merchants or panhandling tourists over near the Seamstress Union. You see the murder? Nope. Can't say I'm sorry I missed it. I was hauling crates for Miss James up at the market. Didn't carry as many as I used to, so it took a while. Get back here in time to see a couple tourists puking all over my home turf. But then that jerk face in the uniform had already set up shop in my alley. See anything else that night? Well, you know, earlier in the night I saw a big and ugly troll in green hospital scrubs snooping around the block. He bought some donuts and 2 cups of soy calf off of Dan over there. Seemed nervous. He did everything with his left hand because his right was all screwed up with some cyberware. What more about cyberware? It was big, and I think I might have saw some hospital attachments because it was all some needles. It was not like when I saw one back in 44, when I got captured by elves. They did all sorts of experiments on me, let me tell you. Never trust one of them cyber people. See you around. Alright. This work light is new. You can see that all the alley's normal lights have been ruined. On closer inspection, it seems they've all imploded, as if some force shattered them all at the same time. This looks like the coat and blanket that the old man was trying to get back. Examine the area for evidence. As you shuffle the bundle of cloth to the side, a printed receipt falls out from beneath the folds of the blanket. It's a bar tab receipt from the Seamstress Union, dated 2 days ago, at 3:02 a.m., right around the coroner's reported time of death. Customer? Sam Watts. The server's name is listed as Coyote. We're gonna pick up the blankets, give it to him. Amidst the shards of glass from the broken lights, you find a small piece of glass which looks like the bottom of a test tube. I'm just gonna give it to this guy. I think this coat and these blankets belong to you. My stuff! Mighty decent of you. You don't see that thing out here, kind of thing out here. Alright, there are two distinct sets of footprints. Humans ending in chocolate outline, and a larger set, possibly orc or troll, following just behind the first. Okay, so now we're going to look for Coyote at the seamstress. But first, let's ask Dan. You sell some donuts to a troll wearing scrubs last night? Maybe, what's it to you? I sell a lot of donuts to a lot of people. I know a Lone Star profiles metahumans. I tell them about a troll that bought donuts from me right before murder. They'll haul him in just to see if anybody will pay the bill. Think, my friend. I'll take another one. I mean, like, I'm an orc, so I'm a metahuman too, bud. Yes. Oh. Excuse me, game autosave. No, I don't want to review it right now. Relative to the rest of the barons, Torresville is a neon-clothed oasis. At its heart is a seamstress union. Housed in an old brownstone building on the corner of Illegal and Opportunity, bums huddled together, gangers strut the streets, and the occasional salaryman comes slumming. The union building has been retrofitted, rebuilt, and restored so many times that it's like an aging starlet wearing too much makeup in an attempt to stay young. The wild ivy growing out of the gutters adds to this effect. As you enter, the murmur of hushed conversation washes over you. The dive bar denizens raise their heads, take your measure, and then go back to their business. This is the kind of place where everyone knows your name, but keeps to themselves. Alright, so we do have 9 karma right now. Ooh. Part of me thinks maybe... Alright, so we could do close combat. Basically, up my unarmed. We could do... up my chi casting. So the bad thing about being an orc is I'm not going to be able to get martial defense because I can't get the max willpower. Like, I'm limited on the willpower I can get. Okay, I'm thinking maybe we'll go dodge because dodge will be physical attacks, resistance. Body is always good for defense, but I'm not running into an issue right now. Okay. Let's go ahead and do dodge. And we'll go ahead and do... Increases the chance of scoring a critical hit when using punches, kicks. Increasing the skill unlocks special abilities. Let's go ahead and bump up close combat and unarmed. And then we will save the rest of the karma for later. Fairy Bomb. Bartender is a striking elf sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouty lips, and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonize, save me and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for the maximum extraction of tips. Orcs are used to sneers from beauties like this, but she smiles sweetly when she sees you. Hey there! I've seen you here before. What can get you? Something dirty and clean, guys. Ooh, a hard case. I like that. Okay, hard case, I'll get you something stiff. Starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs at her arm. Hard. It's clear the two have a history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Terry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. The Ripper is out there and he's real.
That last killing happened just down the block, and now Coyote's missing? I'll like find her tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherry Bomb. I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a PH freaking D from UW in neuroprosthetics, studying under Ojamans. And how am I paying for it? Bartending. Tips. There are faster ways for a Baron's girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them. What do you want from me? I want what you want. A better life. A better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I heard all this before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money. It's about binding the world together in brotherhood. With me, attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I heard Lynn Telestrian give a talk last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. I got family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes and whores, and I choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now, Buzz, I need to get back to work.
You like my faux southern accent?
Sorry, I got interrupted.
Boyfriend find religion?
Something like that. You got a look that says you're not just here for entertainment. You a badge?
No.
I didn't think so. You look like a runner to me. You're trained to spot a bronze the minute they walk in here. Something I can help you with?
Maybe. I'm gonna look around. That's not how Coyote does it.
Hey lady, I got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload. You want first dibs?
Ooh, we got some outfits. How much money do I got? 1,278. Ooh, we could, okay, so we could get a ninja, tourist look, Salish runner, thaumaturgic armor. So we got secure adept. Okay, so these are all basically the standard clothing. I'm thinking dodge. Yeah, let's go with the secure ninja clothing. We're gonna go with the no. Confirm. Oh yeah. It looks so good.
The Ripper's a lie. I'm not going. Ask away. Some come here for booze, some for companionship. Others are looking for something they can't get anywhere else. If it's illegal or immoral and it can be bought, sold, rented, or consumed, you can probably find it here. The union seems to attract people like you.
Who was that you were talking to?
Shane. Old boyfriend. He used to work here. Then one day, he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood. And that was that. Went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with them. I was happy for him. Till he started to come around trying to recruit me. I don't need that direct.
I mentioned Coyote. She here?
No, I think she's away on business.
Business, huh? She a shaman with a name like Coyote?
No, she shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. She's been missing for a couple days now. Some people think the Ripper got her. But I know her. Coyote can take care of herself.
Ever hear the name Sam Watts?
Sam was a regular customer, and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though.
Did you see Sam on the night he died?
No, that was Coyote's shift.
Who runs this place?
That'd be Moose Kubuta. She's in the back room. Can't miss her.
Thanks for the intel, I appreciate it.
Appreciate the help. Gutter punks have to stick together.
Sweet. The deal. Okay, so let's do gin parts. Asian woman's expression reads open for business, but her demeanor reads dealer rather than companion. She has a jack on her neck, a gun on her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer.
You look like you could use some firepower. Something simple. Guns so smart they practically fire themselves. You looking for tech? Got some of that too, if that's the way you roll. I don't really need a gun. Because I got these guns. No. That was so stupid. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. For the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusks goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Welcome. Please behave yourself. Will do. You get trouble in here often? Nothing a stern look at usually, so. You have business here. Looking into the death of Sam Watts. Heard about that. Feel shame what happened to him. There's a sharpness in Kuei's eyes. Look of a man who has seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. I figure Sam was the type who would need to be thrown out on occasion. Encouraged to call it a night, I'd say. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually. What about the night he died? He was a bit agitated. Didn't catch the specifics. Might have been over a woman. Thought I was gonna have to show him out. But I had to deal with a couple of rival go-gangers, posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Geek Sam out instead. Thanks for the info. No problem. Alright, what do we got here? Johnny Clean. Howdy. Name's Johnny Clean. You knew? Also, I forgot to read the first part. Man is dressed like a janitor, but is wearing unusually clean overalls. He's tall, real thin, has a cunning look in his eye that says he's more than just a maintenance man. I am. I imagine you've seen all sorts of things in a place like this, eh? True, quite true. I keep my mouth shut about it too. That's the secret to keeping a job here and staying alive in general. Gotta work. To see you around. Noog. Covered in glowing magical talismans and fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. He mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once, with entities you can neither see nor hear. I told you, it's not like that at all. Bring me proof and you shall have it, for I am honored, Your Majesty. That was why I said to use mustard instead of katsu. Forgive me, Jean, I was a fool. You may peruse my magical wares and see their glory. Obviously, I'm not gonna get any of this stuff, really. Ooh, Mana Fist. Ooh, if I go, I think I need what? Okay, so I need 3 to level up, 3 karma to level up, chi casting, or to willpower 3. Then I need 2 to level up to magic resistance. And then I need another 3. So I need 8 total before I can get this. But I technically could. I could go ahead and get this. Go ahead and buy it. We can't really equip it just yet, so we won't. Miss Kubota. Miss Kubota watches you cross the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she's a mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house. Mess with it at your peril." But her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. "And Buana, good evening." "My, but aren't you a big, powerful lord? Are you enjoying the seamstress union? There should be plenty of women like you to enjoy. Or plenty for women like you to enjoy. Or is this business?" I'm tempted to ask what's upstairs, but not tempted enough. Tell me, Omar, what is it you're looking for? Looking for information. Of course you are. Knowledge is power, ne? So I've been told. So, Ka, why should I help you?
Sam Watts. I'm looking for his killer. So you were the little insurance policy he would go on and on about when he was drunk. His avenging angel who would strike back for him from beyond the grave. What do you wish to know? Well, did you know Sam? I knew him. We all did. Sam was a regular here, and whenever he could beg or borrow enough Nuyen to become altered in some way, drugs, chips, alcohol, it didn't matter to Sam. As long as he was bent, he was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote. Did you see Sam on the night of his death? He was here, quite inebriated, as he often was. Coyote was working bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Clue, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw of either of them. There's this place called the Seamstress Union. During the gold rush years, there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster the numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they could not list the girls' true occupation. They entered them all as seamstresses. When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstress Union. The potential workers would know that they would be treated fairly there, and thus a rich tradition was born. So you're a former seamstress? No. Perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union. One more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote? Would that I could. I have not seen her in 2 days. She's a small woman, and quite dangerous, but I fear for her. She's dangerous, so I fear for her. Please, you're what I think you are. You know, there's always someone more dangerous. Her room is upstairs. If you are looking for her, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way. She's missed 2 shifts now. Cannot be reached on her calm. It is unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have inaction on my conscience. Here is the key. Okay. No gigs at the moment. I'm gonna go ahead and go upstairs. Obviously I don't have a cyber deck, so I can't hack. Nothing here. Yeah, this is why I normally play a decker. Be able to farm all the karma I want. Alright. Looks like Cody keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Coyote's computer is ancient. Probably fished it out of a junkyard. It doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust cake fans to spin up, only to display on the screen password. Without the password, the only other button on screen is a password recovery option. Your first childhood pet. Okay, leave the computer. So we're gonna look around. Chicago and Skyline. Sam is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. What do we got here? Open the diary to the first paper. The receipt stuck in between the pages and a diary entry. Came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on her apartment floor. It's getting fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him, with the real Paco. But this Cutter Drek keeps messing everything up. I love him. He's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash. Sort of is both what I make with Seamstress Union. He still goes on those runs. These bozos all over my floor. I feel like he's just seeing how far you can push me before I kick him out. Try to be patient. Why does it have to be all one way? Receipt. From the Browning Max power pistol from Jin Park downstairs with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on. Gross. Read the diary entry. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind on my diary. Maybe he does the latter. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Paco! Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the Cutters once.
leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," and returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help for us to avoid the subject and conversation completely, but I felt better without our constant arguing about it. The last 2 nights I've come home from work to Paco waiting up for me, slouching on the old dumpster couch with a novel 4 inches from his face. I imagine that as I turn the key in the door, he perks up and makes himself look especially studious when I get the door open. He seems superficially surprised to see me. I love this little act. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. There's a receipt. An old photograph. Receipt. A COD receipt for a special order. 5 pounds of zebra meat. Pictures a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she's smiling. The back of the photograph has shadow scrawled on it. Shadow? Worth paper? A receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door, set to a combination of 342436. So input the code. Ooh, frag grenade. Password recovery. Shadow. Your favorite musical act. Ooh. I didn't... Hold on. Stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. I didn't see... Diary, the first page. Receipt, that's the gun. Flip to a different page. Read the diary again. Read the poem. Flip to a different page. Third paper. Inspect the receipt. COD receipt. Favorite musical act. How am I supposed to find that out? Do I go back down and... maybe I'll ask around. Miss Kubota. Have you heard of Maury's Meat Emporium? No, I am a vegetarian. He's a gang member of the Cutters. He's a good kid in a nasty line of work. I warned Coyote against getting too attached to that type. They don't live long. Jen Park sold Coyote a gun lately. I'd be more surprised if she hadn't. Alice can deal with most of the troublemakers, but around here you need a gun just to take trash out to the dumpster. You know Coyote's favorite band? Indeed I do. She plays her Starfire records so loud you can hear them down here. I told Mr. Clue to have her turn that dreck down more than once. Okay. So Starfire. It says Shadow, Starfire. Okay, so Shadow, Starfire. And what is the name of your hometown? I'm going to assume Chicago. Your password has been reset. Also, just fun fact for anyone. Just so this is Dylan's security tips from someone who was close to getting a computer security major and works in computer science. Do not make password recovery questions easily figure outable, because so for instance, name of first pet. The more people who know the name of your first pet, the easier it is to basically find that information out and find that as a, like, you know, password recovery. Hometown and stuff like that, that's also easily able to be ascertained. Favorite band, that one's a little bit iffy because technically your favorite band, when you set that up, does not necessarily mean that it's the favorite band that you have there. So that's a decent question. But for the most part, security questions like that, just like passwords, you shouldn't repeat them. And you also shouldn't make them easy, like, you know, mother's maiden name. Those are horrible
security passwords. Because basically, through Facebook and stuff like that, you can find that information out pretty easily. The less information you leave about yourself, the more secure those questions wind up being. Just a, tip from me. Calendar. 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Today, meet Paco for date at Pike Place Market. Due in 30 minutes. Contacts. Coyote's contact list is exactly one entry. Someone named Paco. There's no comlink number or other contact information for him available. This is not a very useful list of contacts. Access history. A quick scan of her recent searches shows that Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. Okay, speak with Miss Kubota. I am getting a tad hungry. I'm gonna be making a pizza later. I'm gonna be doing probably a caprese pizza and then also a buffalo chicken pizza. How can I help you? Coyote has a date with Paco at Pike Place Market in the next half hour. If you would go down there, it might bring peace of mind. I'll call a cab for you. It should be able to get you there in time. Gambate kudasai. Good luck. Take a cab to Pike Place Market. Catch a cab from Turretsville to Pike Place Market, an immersively quiet ride that takes you from probably going to be mugged to probably going to pay too much for your drinks. Compared to the urban wasteland of the Barrens, the downtown area is filled with modern buildings, lighted streets, and unbarred shops, all living beneath the shadows of massive corporate arcologies. For many, those arcologies are our home. For others, they're hulking monuments to where the world went wrong. Famous for its fishmongers, Pike Place Market has been around since the early 1900s, overlooking the bay. Now it's a market for all things legal and illegal, a melting pot of the haves and have-nots. Even though most of the shops are closed, the sight, sounds, and smell of the market hit you from the moment you step out of the cab. Alright, so join us and change the world! Ma'am, you are a beautiful orc, but you could be so much more. The handsome young man turns away from the crowd and fixes you with his full, completely undivided attention. What are you selling? I'm not selling anything. We are giving away the secrets to a more fulfilling, happy, and productive life. Okay, I'll wait. What are the secrets to a more fulfilling, happy, and productive life? The first step is to simply come and listen. Tomorrow night, Lynn Telestrian, I did not realize that, same name. We'll be speaking about the importance of family in the Sixth World. Please join us tomorrow, and the secrets to a better life shall be revealed to you. Good to know. Refurbished flowers for sale. Then juice for sale. Just fab today. Those bees are doing heavy lifting. Hey, see my friend around? All. Kid in front of you sports the trademark yellow of the Cutters Gang. Young, clean-shaven, he stands like he owns the street and never on it. He seems distracted, though, dancing around with increasing agitation. He looks over as you approach. Watch yourself, Trug. What do you want? You wouldn't happen to be looking for a coyote, would you? That's none of your fragging business. Who the hell are you? I'm the one who's gonna pretend. Let's see here. Now relax. We're on the same team. I'm Rame. It's just a union. Your girlfriend's gone missing, and I'm helping to find her. Coyote's missing? Nobody's split. You're supposed to meet here over an hour ago. Look, sorry for getting in your face like that. What else do you know? He's missing. I need to find her. I'm gonna skip the accent there. You know a fixer named Mr. Delilah? I had a meeting a few days ago. I know of him, sure, but he doesn't allow any cutters to take side gigs, though. I got no reason to deal with him. Coyote hasn't said anything about taking new work. I know where she went. Damn it.
Paco, slow down. Where'd she go? The Royal Apartments. The landlord, Stevie J, runs a drug ring out of that hellhole. Coyote grew up there. Doesn't like to talk about it much. He's been looking for a way to settle the score with that guy for years. A few days back, I heard Miss Delilah was looking for runners to steal some sort of item from under Stevie J's nose. So taking the job. Sure of it. His thugs caught her. I'm going over there. You coming? One more thing. I had to get a receipt for some zebra meat? Please called Mari's Meat Market. Ever heard of it? Zebra meat? What? That shop's just down the block if you want to check it out. But I'm going to the Royale with or without your help. What's it gonna be? Layout. Of course I know my way around a fight. Stevie J better be ready for a world of hurt. Let's get moving. Royale is just a few blocks from here. Yeah, I'm looking for Paco Power. All right, so is Paco like? Let me double check his. Paco is throwing weapons, close combat, and biotech. Interesting. I got dog on a stick here. Gross. Maury's meat. Okay. The small meat stand presents an enormous diversity of dead animals, from cow and canine to the exotic and paranormal. The pictures on the back of the stand feature a much older version of the man in front of you. As soon as he notices Paco, the proprietor's eyes become hard and angry. What do you want? You know we can't afford more. Relax, man. My friend just had a question. You must be Maury. I look like a fat old man to you. I'm Manny. Maury's my dad. Now what do you want? Why would someone want to buy zebra meat for it? Some people eat it. I wouldn't recommend it. Tough as nails. Mostly sell it to corpse security teams who used to roll with the hellhounds. Lamers go crazy for this stuff for some reason. Oh, Trek, that's why Coyote wanted zebra meat. Everyone talks about the pet hellhound Stevie J keeps locked up somewhere in the Royale. If she never picked it up. Do you know someone named Coyote? Nope. Don't got much in for that shaman stuff. Or receipt for order for zebra meat. I'll look it up. Yeah, got it right here. 2 days past pickup time. Didn't think anybody was coming to get it. All yours now. What's the problem with Paco? Why don't you ask him? What the hell's that supposed to mean? It means that your gang likes to stroll through here and relieve us merchants of our new year. My dad stood up to them, and he's still in the hospital. That's not my problem. I'm at the bottom of the cutter ranks anyways. I couldn't do drag about that even if I wanted. So that, my dad. I don't have time for this. We need to find Coyote. Okay, let's get going. Oh man, my head's starting to hurt again. Is that Coyote? What's happening? As your eyes adjust to the flashing lights, you spot the body on a pavement. Head on the pavement, behind the police line. Kenny spreads across Paco's face. Paco, breathe. Take a closer look. Is that her? No, that's not her. Thank God. Look, let's not hang around here too long. Alright, too many Lone Star pigs. It's too bad. Whatever happened here, I'm not gonna let anything like that happen to Coyote. Okay, let's go ahead and save. Oh, no, save again. This is an active Lone Star investigation. A tall, emotionless Lone Star officer blocks entry to the crime scene. Behind her, you spot the lively face of the organ grinder's coroner, Justin. This is an active Lone Star investigation. Please step away from the barrier. Detective Rame, Auburn Precinct. We have reason to believe the victim may have been involved in an illegal beetle smuggling ring we're investigating. I'd like to examine her belongings for evidence. Badge and send, please. It's alright, officer. He's with me. Alright then, make it quick. Lying on the pavement is the body of a young human female. Her eyes have been gouged cleanly out, and you notice a string of bite marks along her left arm. Excuse me. Elf. Elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. Meticulously clean lab coat, floor mat jacket, and an old-fashioned bow tie giving the look of an undertaker from centuries past.
He notices you approach and locks eyes with you, smiling a thin, unnerving smile. Hello there, stranger. Might I inquire? Know which organ grinder's facility this body will be to? I did not know who else could be that ugly. Yeah. I'm sure there are a great many things you don't know, or never mind that. Good evening to you and your friend the coroner. What brings you out here? Out on the trail of the dead man's killer? Coincidence, believe it or not. Might I get a stumble across another Ripper murder? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, as you can see, the Ripper went for the eyes this time. Pretty clean work. I handed him. Our Ripper knows what he's doing. Or she, I suppose. Yeah, what do you know about the victim? Well, not much. She's been dead for about 3 hours. Her name was Lucy Warden. Worked at the Stuffer Shack just around the corner. Looks like she was just leaving work when it happened. Can you tell if she was subdued in some way before her eyes were removed? Doesn't seem to be any signs of a struggle. Not a single bruise on her body. Says she was clearly alive when the eyes were taken. Had a blood loss shortly after. So what knocked her out? I won't know until I can run some tests back in the lab. I thought you ran the Redmond branch. Is this a little far from home? Yeah, well, I don't really mind the change of scenery. The coroner of the downtown branch is out on maternity. I told management I'd cover for her on this one, so I want the sicko caught. What about the bite marks on her arm? Completely unrelated. Here's some wild dogs dragged the body out here from the alley, sometime after her death. Any sign of magic use here? It was evidence of an unusual explosion in the alley where Sam died. Now there's an interesting thought. No, nothing obvious though. I'm sure when McCluskey shows up, he'll call in a full magical forensics team though, just to be sure. So the Ripper takes Sam Watt's liver in this woman's eyes. Any theories? Trophies of some sort, I suppose? Probably of some symbolic significance to the color? Beyond that, I couldn't speculate. Did you notice a particularly ugly elf standing over there in the crowd earlier? Huh? Where? He's gone now, but he was asking about the body, wondering which organ grinder's facility was taken to. Interesting. I mean, there's those who might be interested in purchasing some of her parts, sure, but that's pretty poor form to inquire at the site of a murder. Ugly elf, huh? I'll keep an eye out. Shouldn't be hard to spot if he comes around. Thanks, Justin. Hey, I figure if I help you out, there's a better chance to get this scumbag off the street a little sooner. McCluskey wants the Ripper in a cell, sure, but he couldn't care less if it takes another dozen murders. Good look out there, eh? Speaking of McCluskey, you should probably get here soon. You're going soon before he shows up. Officer. So you're the one who's working for the dead man, eh? McCluskey warned us you might be sniffing around after the Ripper. Lucky for you, I got here before McCluskey. I'm Officer Aguirre. Pleased to meet you. Now, seeing as the crime scene is going nowhere fast, what can I do for you? What can you tell me about the murder this year? Not much, really. We know it was about 3 hours ago, and we know that her eyes have been surgically removed. Didn't need Dresden to be that much help. He's been looking for at the body, though, so he might have more. Yeah, I've been scanning the rest of the scene and looking for witnesses, but no luck so far. Damn Ripper might be a ghost. I take it you and McCluskey don't exactly see eye to eye. Let's just say McCluskey and I have conflicting interests. Do you have any leads on the Ripper I should know about? Plenty if you ask McCluskey, but truth is, we're as clueless as you probably are. Thanks for your time. Hey, hold on a minute. You haven't put in a donation to the Lonely Orphans Fund. Yeah, you see, you make a contribution to the fund and I put you on a list and let you know the next time we find any orphans that you might be interested in. Well, I'm always interested in finding out about any new orphans you discover. Exactly. Shall we say 300 yen? All right. You got a deal. I'll start an account for you. We get any useful new leads on the Ripper? I'll give you a call. Now I'd better get back to work before McCluskey shows up. See you around. Yeah, so, achievement for the orphans. I love just like the tongue-in-cheek stuff of Shadowrun. I love this whole setting. There's no trolls around here. Alright, Stuffer Shack. No, wait, Blind Lucy. York before you wears the standard Stuffer Shack employee getup. The uniform is well kept and well fitted, but the tears streaming down his large, crooked face do little to improve his appearance. He doesn't seem to notice your approach. Hoy friend, everything okay?
Oh, it's my friend on the pavement over there. Hi, Lucy. We worked here for 3 years together. No, well, guess the Ripper got her.
Blind Lucy?
Well, Lucy wasn't completely blind, but well, legally blind. Had her with these huge glasses. I don't think's right up to her face. She got new eyes about a year ago.
Any idea how she scored the new eyes?
No, she wouldn't talk much about it. Just called her a stroke of good luck. I guess that luck run out.
Seen any strange around the store lately?
I see weird stuff all every day. Stuff a shack. Nothing strange to the usual.
Lucy have any enemies?
I'm not sure. No, she had an ugly breakup with her boyfriend after getting those new eyes put in. Guy was pretty upset for some reason and wouldn't leave Lucy be, until she fled for a file for a restraining order. That all seemed to die down a while ago, though.
When was the last time you saw Lucy?
Good stuff, shack. Earlier today. I think she was heading to the market to meet a friend. Oh, I was going to join her on my way home. We got some last-minute customers.
That's all I need to know. Thanks for helping. I'm sorry for your loss.
Wait, you wouldn't happen to be part of the investigation?
In my own way. Why do you ask?
Well, Lucy had this necklace. An intricate little carving of a dragonfly on it. For every day that her mom gave it to her when she left Denver. Anyway, you know how Lone Star is. All of her stuff will be bagged and placed in evidence storage until the 7th world away. I just thought you could somehow get that necklace back before Lone Star cleans everything up. I could send it back to her friendly. Feel like I owe her that much.
I understand. If I can find it at the scene, I'll bring it to you.
Thanks for your help, friend. You know where to find me.
Alright. Back to the scene of the crime. Try to get much karma as we can. Probably encounter McCluskey. Hello again. I need to take the victim to necklace. It may help me in my investigation. Well, if it'll help you, that means it won't be helping Miss Gillespie. Reaches down to the picks up the necklace and hands to you. Thanks, officer. Sure thing. Good luck out there. All right, that was easy. Thanks, supporting the orphans. McGuire is very, very pleasant towards me. Here you go. Give Frank the necklace.
I'm glad I can do this much for Lucy, at least. Thank you, friend.
I owe you. Just make sure that it gets to Lucy's family. I don't want it turning up at some Lone Star office with my prints on it. Nerps! Hello, who are you? Junkie.
Hey, lady, you, have any extra million? Just need some sucrozoom from the shack over there.
Have $10. Nutra... Yeah, there you go. Probably shouldn't be spending my money all willy-nilly. I've only got 368, but like, you know. Come on, lady, let's go find Coyote. All right, ready? You roll up to the most impressive bit of tenement squalor you've seen in a long time. There's a few street lamps here, and what light there is flickers with uncertainty. Most of the buildings are damaged and tagged. The smell of old, rotting trash mixed with you don't want to know is overwhelming. It's no wonder people living here turn to beetles. Anything better than this. The Better Than Life chip is the newest drug on the market. You don't need a good life. You can sell someone else's. Live through them, and wreck your brain in the process. The front doors of the royal apartments aren't even locked. As you step inside, you can hear a junkie crying for another hit. It's time to find Coyote, and find out what she knows about the night of Sam's murder. Yes, it is Beatles, not BTLs. Royal Apartments. What a hole. I can imagine what it's like for Coyote growing up here. A hellhole full of junkies. Like Stevie J's gets her rent money and their drug money. If Coyote's here, we have to hurry. She's good, but well, these Beale guys pay to stay well informed. May have known she was coming.
Can you spare some nuyen?
That sticks a little like you, lady. What can you do for me in exchange?
Got nothing left to give, lady. It all goes to Beatles. Everything. Please, just you nuyen.
Maybe I can cred you for some information. Seen a woman coming around here today? Armed and looking for trouble?
Yes. No. What do you want me to say? I'll tell you everything. Please.
Too far gone to help me or anyone. Fucking tweaker.
junkies. Oh. You know, from around here, I don't want any trouble. Things are pretty bad here. Now, you have quite the vantage point here. Bet you don't miss much. Seen anything special today? Everything in this body has gone to rust, except my eyes and ears. Bit of a commotion upstairs, Hurley. Stevie's men are twitchy. This pretty young thing came through earlier, snooping around like you two are. I can tell she weren't here for the Beatles. Well, no, she got upstairs, but there was a lot more gunfire than there usually is at this time of day. Fear come back down again? Nope. A couple of Stevie's men came around. Asked what anyone saw. Kept my mouth shut, I did. Where's Stevie? Hold up. Got the whole top floor all to himself. Fancies he's the king around here. Great. Oh, this is an extraction. Yo, man, you know how to get upstairs? You and right friendly, but I can't get on the wrong side of Stevie J. I'm sure you understand. You've already stuck your neck out to help us. We'll find another way. Alright. Stop your pleading. Your boy has debts and we're collecting. Breaker, no! He's my son! Oh man, we're dealing with Simp. We're gonna go help out Simp. Get your ass back in your squat before I break something else. I'll send him upstairs instead. You want me to give him to Stevie? Maybe after he kills that girl we caught. You pig. Give Zipper back now or you'll bleed on me. Zipper's gone. Get yourself a new kid. Please, no. Okay. An elevator gleams at the end of the hallway. How to place amongst the filth. Again, this is where, like, normally as a decker, you just be able to, like, hack it, the doors and stuff like that. But we're not a decker for once. Beetle junkies twitch in the throes of their sordid dreams. At least as long as the creds are good. Okay. Riker. Haven't seen you before, lady. Looking to go somewhere special? A scream echoes through the pipes of the rotten walls. Hard to tell where it came from. Oh, I think I'll have a look around and think about it. Listen, slut, this isn't a stuffer shack. Buy something or get out. Hey, don't touch that. No, fuck you. You can touch it again. Hey, don't touch that. Hey. Alright, what do we got? Tim. It's my home. Get out. What's that all about? You care. It's my son. Bastard took my son. We took your son. What if Stevie J's goons Riker? He runs that filthy beetle squad across the hall. My son Zipper. He's not a strong boy. Riker knows it. Lured him in with those gyps. Better than life? What life? And now they're torturing him in there. What's a beetle and why do they need your son? They don't have beetle where you're from? It's an illegal type of SimSense recording. You know, a recording of brain patterns or something. They slot it into your head and it's like you're there, living whatever was recorded. These guys remove all the safety limiters from the SimSense and get people addicted. Riker over there has his own recording studio, where he can make his own product. They're using my son as a guinea pig to record a torture beetle, so that his boss Stevie J upstairs can torture anyone he likes just by slotting the chip. Doesn't even have to lay a hand on him. Overheard them say they have a special guest up in the penthouse right now. Must be Coyote. They got her up there. Easy, Paco. We okay if we keep our heads. You with me? Yeah, you're all right. What about my son? Let's see if I can save your son while we're saving our friend. Ooh, some jazz. Alright, so let's see here. Let's look around a bit. Okay, so we've got... Ooh. Move the dresser. Hello. You're back. What do you want now? Sure you don't know anything about that stairwell? Can't help you. Okay. So let's, Hey. Riker. You're in the middle of a recording session. Here I am. Like you're state of the art if you can believe it. How about a tour? Listen, lady, I'm too busy for your chit-chat. Buy something and get out.
I've decided that I need to kick your ass. Enemy turn. Well. Game? Oh no, don't tell me it froze. Load game. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, we're gonna choose Beetle Junkies. Yep. I need to get to the top floor. Nobody goes up there. Yeah, we're just gonna be like, don't you know who Mr. J is? He's the guy who used morons like you for a freaking throw rug. Stevie's not here right now. You are. Help us, help us. Oh, are we waiting for... Am I waiting for, like, them to... Interesting. It's, give it a couple seconds here. Otherwise, I might have to... Okay, let's try this again. Load game. Dead man switch. Okay, not sure why it's, okay. Riker. What was that sound? Who knows? Could be anything. Probably someone riding the wrong end of a Yakuza execution beetle. We got all kinds. I can hook you up. Need to get to the top floor. You're gonna help me. Stevie's not here right now. All right, I'm just gonna stand right here. Not gonna move. Let it play out. Interesting. Game broke? Game bugged? Game bricked? Game borked? Okay, weird. Restart level. Yes. We're gonna just... I'm gonna go ahead and skip, we're gonna skip the dialogue here. I'm gonna see if I can't skip through this stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Talk to him. What was that all about? Who took your son? What's a beetle and why do we need? You're alive. Stay for Frosty. Yeah, you're right. I'll see if I can save your son. And then we'll do... Riker. Haven't seen you before. What was that sound? We need to get to the top floor. But Stevie's not here right now. Enemy turn. Interesting. Shadowrun returns. Xbox Royale Apartments bug. Is a known bug that they've never fixed. Okay. So there is a workaround, but it requires you to have Karma 4. Or not Karma, Charisma 4. So we might just do that. See if okay. Spend Charisma. I just want to see Charisma 4. And we'll go with Street. Okay. So have I talked to him yet? No, not in this one. What was that all about? Who took your son? Why would they do that? Keep it together. I'll see if I can save your son while saving. Optional, save the man's son. I heard you're in the middle of a recording session. Charisma. I'm looking for something very special, something violent. Look around. Clearly I'm not going to be offended by any idea you can come up with. I want to kill someone and record it. You're one sick bastard. I like it. Perfect timing too. I could use a trigger man for a little project I got coming around. Come with me. I didn't need 4. I needed 3. Oh God, make it stop. Not yet, kid. Who's this, Riker? Can't you see I'm busy? The tickler. This lady here has exotic tastes. She wants to help us out, and I was willing to pay for the privilege. That and a copy of the recording. As long as Mr. J gets what he needs, I see no reason why we can't make a little extra at the same time. I think young Zipper here is just about spent. Just give me a moment to hook up a recording rig to our friend here, and she'll have quite the beetle for her personal collection. You know what would make a great beetle? What? What I'm gonna do to you. What the hell? Riker, you fool! Kill them! Yeah, I'm going for help! Alright, so we're gonna... In the open? I am. Taco? Ooh, damage 6 versus... damage 7. No. Tickler. Okay, Tickler's dead. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're good. Zipper. I don't know who you are, but thanks. You got lucky, kid. How are you? I play it safe from now on. You don't get lucky twice. I don't think I can move. Can you at least tell my dad? Take the beetle recording. Interact. Beetle library. Send a happy beetle. Oh, we're gonna send a happy beetle to them. Ooh. Recording studio. Reboot the studio software. Nothing knows what happens. Okay, that's because I'm already in there. Log out. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and... You saved my son yet? He's pretty messed up though. I don't know how to thank you. I'm just gonna rob you. Take this. Alright, let's see here. Anything? Alright, so interact. Enter a random set of numbers. The panel beeps disapprovingly.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. Hey, stop nosing around. Alright, save. Nope. Save. I. Wall's crumbling here. You can see a rickety stairwell leading up, but it seems like it can only be accessed through. Hey, so once we go upstairs, I'm not leaving till I find Cody or I'm dead. You get it? Alright, let's do this. Stevie J's penthouse apartment might have been nice at one point in time, classic even, but now it's filled with neon tube lighting, broken down furniture, piles of rubbish, and crates containing who knows what. Still, compared to the rest of what you've seen, it's positively palatial. The only thing marring the penthouse pseudo's luxury is a woman's cry of pain in the distance, followed by laughter. Someone being tortured for another's pleasure. You step deeper into the apartment. Puffing and puffing, you reach the top. Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you. Oh, we're just getting started. Excuse me, good sir. It was quiet, save for the loud humming of fluorescent lights. Hey, you don't belong here. No, get over here. Paco? Shoot him. Alright, we'll go ahead and do right here. Right here. Alright, I'll put right here. Paco's gonna move to right here. Right here. Ooh, interesting. Shove the zebra meat through the doors. And they let out a content. Okay, open the door. Paco, go ahead. Open the door. How dare you? Okay, you're an idiot, Alex. All right. All right. Coyote is badly injured, but she's managed to hold it together. You, Coyote? Oh, okay. Hey. No time to talk. Nielsen picks up the phone guard's shotgun. It's time to finish this. Yep. We're under attack, big boys. Or big boys. Boys, we're getting big guns. Raspy manic voice booms over the penthouse spaces. You really think you can come here and shoot up my place? You know who I am. You're the guy I'm gonna kill. Okay. Paco. Do me a favor and walk right here. No. Okay, no targets available. Rain, go ahead. Punch Stevie J. Ooh, he's got some health on him. Coyote. Can hit adjacent targets at ranges of 6 or greater. Okay. Ooh. Nade. Okay. Ooh, and they've got a... Is that a mage? Yep. Ooh, more guards. Okay, Rain, we're gonna go ahead and use Healing Hands. Well, Paco, go ahead and fire at Stevie J. No,
Yeah, and now everyone, who's gonna pay you off? He's dead. Rund. All right, Run's down. So we've got one mage and one thug. Ooh, he missed the grenade. Ooh, but he managed to hit all 4 of us. So, ooh, a hacker. We're gonna do one of these punches, and then a second old punch. Ooh, he's still alive. Paco, attack thistle. And you missed. Coyote. Does -1 AP, but reduces HP damage by 6. And hit adjacent targets. Alright, let's hope. Nice. -1 AP. Alright, out of ammo. Reload. Ooh, shit. Red. Oh no. Oh, you can run, but you can't hide. Punch. Paco needs to reload, so... Paco, I need you to do good. There we go. Pick up the late Stevie J's passcodes. So a couple things. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, okay, so I can't save here. Ooh, okay, so we got some loose Nuyen, 25, not bad. It's just old junk, and a med kit. Manage. Okay. Paco will take it. Or no, I'll send it to the stash. Now we'll just send it to the stash. Anything else up here? No. Hope everyone is enjoying this delightful setting. Fuck. Excuse me. Serrano. That's rude. Ooh, you missed. I'm punching the Hellhound. Alright, 2 HP back. You find a small velvet bag filled with precious gems. Sweet. Okay. Find Stevie's stash. Transition back down. Despite Coyote's clear desire to stand on her own 2 feet, Paco needs to help her through the door into the Seamstress Union. Heads raised and the front room of the bar falls strangely silent. Paco stands by her side now, not speaking, his dark eyes flat with fury. Coyote presses a rag to her clawed up face. She winces but manages to keep control as she breathes in slow, deep breaths to manage the pain. Taking a closer look, you see her arm isn't much more than shreds of meat and broken bone held together by tendons and burned skin. It'll be a miracle if she still has it by the end of the night. Miss Kubota is tending bar herself when Paco carries the mangled and bleeding Coyote into the Union. As soon as the boss lady lays eyes on her missing bartender, the place gets quiet fast. By the time she rounds the bar to meet you, Coyote is the color of wet spackle, and there's something new in her eye. Fear. This woman is face down hellhounds, but the sight of Miss Kubota has her staring at the floor and mumbling. Woman, how dare you miss 2 shifts and then come back and bleed on my floor? I'm sorry, Miss Kubota. I had a run that went bad. Ah, I can see that. Your arm is a mess. Was this your crusade again? Do not answer. It will only upset me further. You caused me to worry about you, Coyote.
and that distracted me from my business. Hey, Miss Kubota. My apologies again. Terry, take her downstairs to Dr. Castle. Yes, ma'am. And tell Castle to put something new and shiny where that arm used to be. Miss Kubota, I can't afford a cyber arm. I am aware of your financial situation. When you are healed, we will discuss the concept of giri, the debt of honor. Now go, bleed elsewhere. Yes, ma'am. Karma gained. Her anger at Coyote's rashness slowly washes from her eyes and is replaced by tears. She sniffs, wipes them away, and inclines her head to you. You've already got to Rain. That girl is precious to me. It is not often we see acts like these in the parents. You've performed a great service for my little family, and I welcome you into my home. Consider it yours while you work keeps you here. We both know that words are mere air. Beyond my thanks, I offer you this remuneration. Please take it as a show of respect. I'm honored, Miss Kubota. Thank you. You're most welcome. I offer more than simple lodging. You'll find that there's more to the Union than meets the eye. The lowest is a small facility available exclusively for discriminating independent operators like yourself. In it, you will find vendors selling the best gear the black market has to offer. A fully equipped cyberdock and a secure place to rest when the direct hits the fan, as they say. My, you are quite the entrepreneur. Indeed. Normally, I require a percentage of the runner's income for the use of this facility, but as I said, you are family now. Consider it on the house. Main entrance, play GAFFC on the piano. Okay, GAFFC. Alright, Von Gross. Von Gross is busy talking on his comlink, checking his heads-up display and motioning to a runner standing nearby. All at the same time. He's an intense little man. You get the sense that he likes to look busy. I'm Von Gross. Make it quick. Is this good? Talk to me. Miss Kubota said you're a fixer? Nothing for you tonight, sorry. I'm doing a thing right now. Important thing. Talk to you later. Okay, lady. One more thing. He covers his comlink for a moment. Tilts his head your way, but you can see he's still staring at his HUD. I'm a fence too. If you got anything you need to unload, come see me.
Looking for a date?
Okay, Johnny Clean. Johnny leans on his seemingly brand new mop and surveying the crowd at the Union. Hey, Johnny. Look, okay. Thanks for the tip the other day. Miss Kubota said I should go to the safe house. I don't quite know where that is. Yeah, it was a little out of tune. Check it out. Okay. Even the hulking troll bouncer in the immaculate suit stands as impassively as ever. The absence of dust on his broad shoulders is the only real indication that the man ever moves. He nods to you when you approach. Evening. I see Coyote is back. Look only a little worse for wear. We have you to thank for that. Fuck on Nitro. Always wondered what she saw in him, but I guess he ain't all that bad. I'm glad she's back. Couldn't stomach losing anyone else so soon after what happened to Stamp. You're a big old sheepdog, aren't you? Not the comparison made of most trolls, but I'm happy to defy expectations. I haven't minded so far. You hear anything about Sam's death? People are saying it's the Ripper. But people say a lot of things about what they don't know, or what they don't understand. You know where I can find a fence? I think Van Gross is at the bar near the stage, Wolf with a cyber eye. Can't miss him. How long have you been working here? I crawled in here after I awoke. This Kubota took me in and gave me a job. I've been here ever since. So goblinization is the full thing that he's trying to say here. Goblinization happened when people suddenly started becoming orcs and trolls. This happened at a part in Shadowrun's lore where basically it was like painful, where like, you know, they'd grow tusks and teeth and stuff like that, horns. It doesn't happen as much in like post like 5th edition and stuff like that. Normally now you're born an orc or a troll, but I mean, it's magic. You have to pay extra for a manicure on hands that big. It's not the size they charge more for. It's the blood under the fingernails. I think let's see if I can sell those gems from earlier. I need to finish this call. Oh, okay, I can't sell them right now. Inspect the piano. The piano seems normal until you notice that it's very rigid. Upon further investigation, it's because the piano is bolted to the wall.
Close look at the floor reveals skid marks, indicating the piano slides to the left. Play chopsticks. You're natural. You should give up shadowrunning and become a touring pianist. Johnny does not look impressed. Play GAFFC. As you slowly pick the notes out on the keyboard, they spark a faint memory of wonder. Immediately forgotten as the entire piano slides to the left, revealing a hidden staircase. You ascend the stairs in the Union safe house. The entrepreneurial Miss Kubota has combined everything a runner might need into a one-stop shopping experience. Black market equipment, high-end magical talismans, and a fully stocked cyber surgery dealership. Welcome, no bunks available. This should be the stash. Yep. Ooh, sweet. I don't... Yeah. Confirm. Real quick. Okay, I've got 16. So let's go ahead and bump up. Okay, so we already have 3 willpower, so we're gonna bump up to this. Then I want to go ahead and we'll do I don't want to do a little bit of strength and a little bit of quickness. Which means that I want to go ahead and add to my spell thing. That. Now I think, oh wait, hold on. What I wanted to check was I might want to do some range combat eventually. Or maybe do throwing weapons. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll use throwing weapons and stuff like that. Yeah, we'll buy some throwing weapons for me, and that will be my ranged and stuff like that. Sarah Castle. Make it quick, I need to operate. Thanks for helping me back there. Look like you could use my hand. Ooh, bad joke right now. Alright, folks, I'm gonna have to ask you to go sit in the waiting area. Watch some Trivet or something. I guess it'd be Trivet or something. This young lady and I have work to do. Take it easy, Coyote. We'll be here when you wake up. Who said anything about me going to sleep? Just give me something to bite on. You're tough, kid, but you're not that tough. Alright, Coyote, let's take a look at your face. Leave it. Excuse me. Coyote, I earned this face. Being stupid. I'm gonna keep it. End story. Whatever you say, kid. Nighty night. Heidi looks both better and worse than you last saw her. All the gaping holes are plugged and she's sporting a brand new shiny arm. Or shiny new cyber arm. Now that the adrenaline is worn off, it's clear she needs some rest. Good morning. Thanks to the miracle of modern science combined with Doc Castle's magical healing powers, I'm almost as good as new. Better really. Nice arm. Thanks. Miss Kubota will have me working it off for the rest of my life. You look like you got something on your mind. Some questions. What kind of questions? About Sam Watts. Sam Watts, what about him? Sam's dead. Can't say I'm surprised. He was on a downward spiral for a long time. Can I tell you? Tell me about Sam. I heard you like him. I did. He made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's joke, but I did. Me too. You were friends? We ran together. Got it. Guess it was the same way for me, in a way. We drank together. I'm just had a way of charming you. I guess I knew him the best of everyone here. Sorry he's gone. You served Sam the night he died. What do you remember about that night? It was a pretty average night, regular crowd as I remember. Sam was drinking with a guy named Armitage. Vic Armitage? Yeah, you know him? He's a charmer too. I like gingers. Anyway, Sam and Jake were having a few, well,
Jake was having a few, Sam was tossing him back, but good. Eventually he got loud. The way he sometimes did when he mixed drinking and who knows what. Miss Kubota wanted him ejected. Mr. Kluwe wasn't around, can't remember why, so she asked Jake to do the honors. Jake dragged him out the back, into the alley, and that's the last time I saw Sam. He said he got loud. Do you remember what he was saying? I wondered Sam Trek. How he grew up rich and didn't deserve this. How he hated his mother. He loved his mother. It's pretty pathetic stuff. Did Sam have any enemies? Enemies? That's hard to say. Sam partied hard, and when he did, he ran his mouth off pretty good. Got his ass kicked on more than one occasion. But no, I don't think he had any enemies. None I was aware of. Knew where he lived? On the streets mostly. He'd occasionally convince someone to let him flop on their couch, but he'd always overstay his welcome and get kicked out after a few days. Sometimes I'd sneak him down here so he could crash in one of the bunks. He used one the night before I saw him last. How bad was his drinking? If it was just the drinking, it wouldn't have been bad. But Sam wasn't the monogamous type. He dabbled in everything. Booze, chips, drugs. He loved the nitro. Whatever he could get his hands on. He wasn't always like this, but once he got sick, he started using more and more stuff to try and forget about it. Sam was sick? Dying, didn't you know? Yeah, everyone could tell. Just look at him and see he was a walking corpse. It had to be the way he was drinking. Then he disappeared for a while, and one day he came back all better. Looked good, even. All better. Just like that. Said his mom helped him out. Never said how, though. Thanks, Cody. I need you two to do something for me. What do you need, babe? I need you to talk to Mr. Delilah for me about the Royale run. He's usually upstairs. Tell him I didn't get the gems. Maybe I can take another run. I will. Oh, I got the gems. Inspect. Bunk is a mess and reeks of booze. Searching through sheets, blankets, and pillow, you find an old photograph that has seen a lot of wear. Look at the image. Pictures of a blonde boy and girl, both about age 14. Sitting on a dock on the edge of a lake, they appear to be twins. The boy has his arm tight around the girl's shoulders and is mugging for the camera. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind his head with her fingers. Back of the photo. Written in a woman's hand are the words Sam and Jessica. Lake Sammamish State Park, summer 2040. Pocket photo. Let's just check here. Dr. Sarah Castle. In Shadowrun circles, the term doctor is often used quite liberally to describe any sawbones with a needle and thread. But in the case of the Union's resident medical expert, nothing could be further from the truth. The safe house boasts a fully equipped medical suite to compete with shamanic fetishes. This is a six-world medicine of the highest caliber. The doctor herself is an unassuming sort, perhaps the type to go unnoticed entirely, if not for the sprightly spirit perched on her shoulder like her own personal gargoyle. The spirit's burning eyes follow you constantly, even as the doctor's own eyes are buried in her charts. However, she does look up long enough to acknowledge her approach. I'm Dr. Castle. I understand you were instrumental in bringing Coyote back to us? Thank you for that. And Null Sheen. Now fixing her arm? That was a piece of work. Surprisingly routine as it so happens. I can tell you were surprised to find a full-service med bay under a dive bar in the sun. Won't be. This is a Shadowrunner bar after all. For a purveyor of cyberware and trauma kits, there is no better place to set up a practice. I patch runners up, install and maintain their cyberware, and provide medical supplies for the runs. I may not be as mobile as Dogwagon, but I'm the next best thing. Can I help you with anything? You a shaman too? While modern medical technology makes surgery less disruptive than it used to be, it's still an ordeal for both the body and spirit, requiring extensive recuperation to properly heal. I am trained in the ways of the spirit world as well as the scientific world. I do my best to heal the whole patient. Side on your shoulder. This little guy supports the healing rituals I perform on my patients after surgery, dramatically reducing the recovery time. Non-standard procedure, of course, but the results speak for themselves. What cyberware do you have available? So, Essence. Let's see here. Head installs, no. Body, we can't afford that. Left arm, right arm. Adds +3 to hit. So we'd want probably the Ares dermal plating or the Shiawase bone lacing. Medical supplies. Okay, we don't really have the money for this stuff right now. We a broke ass Shadowrunner. Hey. Algernon. Past the bar, the edges of the safe house become somewhat indistinct due to the particular magical haze surrounding a particular elf. The man seems only half of this realm, his mind wandering the far horizons of astrospace while his body peddles his otherworldly wares. Good evening, young orc, and welcome to this humble home that we call the Union. I am Algernon Halfdream. To ease your way through the sixth world, I offer the best in magical foci, spells, and fetishes for the conjuring of spirits. Another time, Algernon. Eric Merseman. Merseman. Change your clothes, change your life, right? Not only will you look better, not that you look bad now or anything, but each one will help to keep you on the right side of the ground. Show me what you have. Alright, so these are just like the clothes from earlier. E.B. Gruberman. Theodore Buster Gruberman is a well-groomed orc dressed with a precision that suggests that straight lines of military officer's uniform. His hair is cropped short, high and tight, as they say, and the neatness that this presents is only compromised by the uneven tusk protruding from his mouth. The only other defect in the picture of protection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obvious enough to be noticeable, but not so obvious as to ruin the line of his suit. When he speaks, the orc's voice is soft and thoughtful. He talks almost exclusively in numbers, calibers, ranges, and rounds per second, arc of fire, razoring factor, tensile strength, and of course, price. Uncle Buster Gruberman at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also answer the sergeant, sir. And you and Theodore are on occasion. Anytime you're on the market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man. How can I help you? What exactly do you sell here? Things that go bang in all shapes and sizes. Plus other odds and ends on occasion. Consider me your own personal armory. All weapons are guaranteed to meet strict UCAS, military spec, or your money back. In addition, I can handle routine maintenance, repairs, or upgrades, if you so desire. And if that wasn't enough, I also teach a safety and instructional course every weekend. This week, we're covering bayonets. Mark my words, they're making a comeback. What can I get you? Let's take a look. Do you have... New... Nope. Nothing right now. Thanks. David Fry II. Every inch of the tech alcove is covered in a chaotic patchwork built of circuit boards, chips, wires, displays, and a million other things that you can't identify. In the eye of this technobit storm stands a dwarf, immaculately dressed and supremely calm. I know that look. Don't let the size of the shop fool you. I can get any Matrix hardware or software that exists. If it doesn't exist, then I can get it made for you. Any questions I can answer or anything gear you need? It's a jack. Jack into the Matrix or in the context of a run, when you jack into the local node of the facility you're in, the deck determines how many programs and ESPs you can carry and attack. Carry in the firepower of your base Matrix attack. Decks have IP. When a deck's IP is reduced to 0, you'll get booted from the system, and it'll hurt. Program in the Matrix allows you to defend your avatar against countermeasures and enemy deckers. There are a wide variety of different programs for attack and defense at different power levels. As you progress as a decker, you can use more powerful versions of these programs. Johnny, you want to take this one? Here. When you infiltrate a facility on a run, you have a team. When you're jacking the Matrix, you're all alone. That's where ESPs come in. An ESP is a highly advanced artificial life program, which when you deploy it manifests as another team member of the Matrix. Different ESPs have different abilities. Alright, I don't need. Oh, I'm being rude. Let me also introduce you to our resident decker, my good friend Johnny Clean. On the same overalls that you saw him in upstairs, down here, leaning over a workbench crammed with circuit boards, cables, and chips, Johnny Clean seems a totally different person. You get the impression that Johnny was once as hot and as invincible as the most infamous deckers back in the day. Good to see you down here. Happy to be of help if I can be. How's decking used? The decking skill is often used just on terminals on the real world to get information, hack doors, etc. But occasionally a run will have the option or the requirement to go into the local Matrix land of the facility you are infiltrating in order to gain access to valuable information or control more important things in the real world. You dress as a janitor. Gonna stand out upstairs? No. Janitors never do. When I was younger, I had a rep for getting in and getting out of systems so cleanly that no one knew I was there. Half the Matrix runs that earned my rep were made possible because I was able to get inside the facility posing as a janitor. That was just sort of part of me. Is it really you part of the Echo Mirage team? Let me take this one. Listen, I've known the guy for over a decade and he's been smart enough not to tell me. Though he's sure as hell not going to tell you anything about these days. For your health and his, best to let the subject drop. See you guys around.
Meet all the vendors in the black market. Complete. Yes. Okay, so we'll go up. Mr. Delilah. Mr. Delilah looks small and tough, with an untraceable shoddy on his back and a heavy vest under his trench coat. He's got the air of someone who gets things done and occasionally does them himself. He might be an ex-runner, one of the rare ones smart enough to move over to management when he felt his reflexes slowing down. What do you want? Mr. Delilah, or we have business to discuss? What business? I got no business with you. With Coyote, she's indisposed at the moment. Hey, you say so. Coyote's late and my client is getting anxious. Where is she? Downstairs, trying on a new arm. Your run went south for her. No kidding. Whatever, she's tough. She'll pull through. Rain. The guys that got you good. What difference does it make? Doesn't make no difference to me. Where's the stones? Ooh. In an instance, there's a jeweler's scope on his eye. There's the one. Okay, you did the job, but you're late. Coyote knows that. In this case, late equals no payment. I'm feeling magnanimous tonight, so you guys can keep the gem you've already pocketed. Listen, you look like the sort of women who might run a crew of your own one day. Might need a little talent. When that happens, you come to me, I'll set you up. Looks like you impressed him. No offense for those gems. Ben Gross. Bastard. I can see you're a busy man. That's right, and so it wouldn't bother if you hadn't come into possession of these rare stones. Rare stones, huh? Let's see those rare stones. Where'd you get this Drac, a gumball machine? I'll give you 1,000 for them. Sounds good. Done. Give me your pay. Red stick. All right. What now? Oh, okay. Also, it's basically saying that Blind Lucy was found murdered. I'm a former runner. Now I provide a safe haven in a marketplace for runners who need a trustworthy place to congregate and do business. It's Mr. Delilah. What is it? Eddie grew up in the Boreal but managed to escape that life. However, her cousin was apparently not so lucky. Came to town about a year ago and fell in with the wrong circle. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Return to Coyote. I am probably gonna want to start on dinner soon. Hey, nope. Coyote, thank you. You're back. I think the highlights of the Wolves game will be on soon. Want to take a load off and watch with me? Look at the mug Sam was using. Yeah, great. What was it? Oh, did you meet a twin sister? Yeah, I did. Mentioned her once or twice. Didn't sound like they got along that well. He was rambling on about it the last time I saw him. But at that point, he was completely gone. I really couldn't follow what he was saying, but he sounded miserable. Your comlink chips in the screen shows the smiling face of Officer Aguirre. He's smiling, it must be about money. Officer Aguirre, what a pleasure to hear from you. Yeah, we're buddies. Let's go dancing soon. Listen, the Ripper's got another one. Victim worked at the NTSB investigation facility down the docks. You'll owe me for this. Put it on my tab. You there now? I go over quick before McCluskey arrives. Another Ripper murder? Where? Docs, I've got to go. Alright, listen, I want to help. Drag me out of the Royale before something bad happened. First thing getting my arm turned off. And Sam was my friend. You head to the docks, and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister, Jessica. You might be able to help us. So I appreciate the help. Yeah, there's nothing like, you know, suspicious about a troll in a ninja outfit going down to the docks. Don't mind me, just troll in a ninja outfit. Mr. Delilah, we're done for now. Buzz. Yeah, well, you're a piece of shit who robbed me. Alright. I think I wanted to stream a little longer, but I am getting hungry. So we're gonna end it soon. Or like we'll end it right after I read this.
Leaving the Seamstress Union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with his latest victim. Left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle is your typical industrial area, written grime and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wooden pallets, repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters of the broken down street. Disreputable is the district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is located on a small strip of dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. Alright. We are going to save game.
And I'm going to go ahead and end it here.